Hey Vikings fans, Gabe Henderson here to bring you another edition of Training Camp Memories presented by US Bank. The 1998 Vikings team has been regarded as one of the best teams in franchise history. A team comprised of 10 Pro Bowlers and 5 AP All-Pros, the Vikings finished with a 15-1 record while ranking second in the league in total offense. Pete Bercich was joined by his teammates Dixon Edwards, Mike Morris, and Randall McDaniel to talk through the team's mindset heading into camp before that historic 1998 season.
Do you guys remember anything in particular about the 98 training camp, other than, guys like Randy Moss being added to the mix? But was there anything that stood out in that training camp?
They all kind of run together, but I do remember seeing Randy Moss in the elevator over at Gage Hall. He already had a pretty good sized chunk of platinum around his neck, and he was pretty. I think it was a dollar sign with diamonds and platinum. Anyway, I said, I think you got a chance. Here's what I said to him in the elevator: you got a chance to be pretty good. If you just stay the course, you got a chance to be pretty good. And he just looked at me in that big smile, and the whole thing. What I didn't realize, and I don't think you guys would remember this, I'm sure, but he had a high ankle sprain that he got playing basketball that year when he came into training camp. And I mean, he literally was playing with a high ankle sprain, and I don't know, that rookie year was like 17 touchdowns or 14 touchdown catches, I think, that year. It was a monster year for him, obviously, but I mean, that's what kind of guy he was. And he was running past people and catching it one-handed just to be catching them one-handed in practice and just pissing everybody off with a high ankle sprain. That was one thing I remember about that year, was how he came in and it was a big splash when he came in, and what a difference maker he was. He was an outstanding athlete. I mean, we had outstanding athletes on that team, I thought. I mean, Randall McDaniel, Randy Moss, John Randall. I mean, a lot of really top. Now, those three guys are on the top 100 players list of all time. The three of them on the same team. So that's what I remember, just the talent level we were at that year too.
Yeah, I remember. It was something special about that year. Like I had been on some of those other championship teams, and you could just tell something about that training camp that the entire group clicked.
We're the only show in town. Let's go.
Like everything was meshing right. The offensive side of the ball was right. The defensive side of the ball was right. Special teams was great. Like, you had a lot of headhunters, like hungry people on special teams, and you could see the excitement of whenever they would go down on kickoff, and that would fire us up for defense. They're like, dude, the special teams guys went down there and did this. We got to keep this and echo this for the rest of this game, and we were all feeding off of each other. And that's the one thing that I noticed, I remember about the 98 training camp, is that everything was clicking. Even the coaching, the timing of everything that they were doing. It was no selfish acts in any portion of the team. It was just a very magical team that was put together. It was a great team. I would have to admit it. And like I said, I was fortunate enough to be on Super Bowl teams, and I could just see it and I could feel it. Like, this is the team, and this is the one that can make it all the way.
Yeah, but that was a special year. I mean, the offensive side. I mean, like you said, everything just clicked for us that year. There was never a game that we were in. I mean, it didn't matter if we were down when we got the ball last. We knew we were going to win it. I mean, we could sit in the huddle, and it was like, don't worry, just give us good position. We're going down. I mean, the game in Tennessee, played the Titans when they first moved out to Vanderbilt Stadium, and that was going back and forth. And I mean, all we knew when we got the ball last, I'm telling the defensive guy, I don't remember his name now. I don't know what you're smiling about. You guys about to lose. It was just simple. Just march down the field on people. The Green Bay game when Randy had all those touchdowns. I mean, I'm blocking Gilbert in front of me, and I'm talking to him at the same time. I go, man, you should see what he's about to do now. I'm blocking him out and everything. And Randy would catch another. He's like, did you get another one? I go, yeah, he got another one. I mean, that year was something special. I mean, it just like you said, everybody just came together, and it was all about the team. So it was a special year.
Some great memories, great stories right there. Appreciate you, Pete, Dixon, Mike, and Randall. Thank you for giving us a peek behind the curtain from that legendary 1998 team. To the fans that tuned in, thank you also for joining us for another edition of our Training Camp Memories presented by US Bank. Skol.